Keeping it death metal all day long. Haha. Where's my new guitar? I just got a new guitar, you guys. It's pretty dope. I'm gonna just probably wait for a few minutes. I don't see nobody, I'm out. So I'm so tired. Thirsty too. Just gonna be on here for a little bit, so I'll give it a few, and then if not, then I'll just call it an evening. What's this? Oh, cool. What's up, you guys? I mean, what's up, some nothing? How you doing, man? I'm sorry, I forgot to click on the word strange. Man, it's hot up in this, you know? Play some Evolt into Obliteration. Haha, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let me get my new guitar. A guy just got it for me, man. Shirt's like all he had it and picked it up from an alley, and he saw that I could play. He didn't know I can play, and I got it, so let me get it. Shoot. Ow. I think I know why somebody threw it away now, if I'm thinking. It looks pretty nice, but damn. It's still playable. I think I just realized something. This part is kind of jacked up, but I can still play it. I tuned it, so let me play you guys something. Enough room, huh? I gotta set this up somehow, man. It's like, oh man, it's like I can't. All right, this is the best way I could do it. Too bad that's the it's kind of hard. This bloody video thing, man, it's something else. Trying to sit so you guys can see my fingers. It's so hot. Oh, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a trip. Glad that I could. I mean, he just gave it to me. I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks, man. Heavy stuff. How are you doing, man? What's been rolling? I hope everything is good. How's everything treating you? You're a cool dude. Your brother's gonna be featured on my Black History of Rock and Roll. Don't tell him. I think he kind of already knows because I kind of hinted it to him. I'm gonna feature him. He's on my list. Have you checked that out yet? Sometimes I think my voice ain't heard. Like it's kind of. Yeah, man. Yeah, I cut my beard. If I was originally supposed to cut it for a play that I was supposed to do in July, but it didn't happen, and I kind of regret cutting it. But you know, I can grow it back. That was 6 years of growing my beard. You know, 6 years. Now I have to go through the in-between stages again. I've been keeping my face low. But you know, like my face likes the 5 o'clock shadow. I know I look crazy. I hadn't seen my face since I was 39. Now I got this wide 5 o'clock. So, yep. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was wondering if you caught my Black History of Rock and Roll page off of Instagram. I started it. I actually started a YouTube channel on here. I just need to get on it, make at least a video a week. I just been like preoccupied with actually trying to do entries a day because I have so many. I have a lot. Even the ones that I've gotten, man, like I did those over, and that was like over 100. I haven't even counted them. It's like almost, I think it's like 200, and so maybe it's a lot more than that. I'm not even sure. How are you doing though, man? How's your family, bro? Yeah, I kind of hinted to him, but don't remind him. I'm gonna do an entry on him. For me, like I'm just giving it time because I have so many other entries that I need to do. And truth be told, there's one that I'm like, this app is whacked. But yeah, this particular lady, I've been trying to rock it. Yeah, there's actually a page for it. Black History. If you look up Instagram, Black History of Rock and Roll, I have the hashtag, which, you know, it started off as, but my sister convinced me to make a page. And I had forgotten that I could make another page, so I've been slowly but surely posting over there. I have my own page dedicated to it. Thank God nobody did it before me. So, you know, I got that. New ones. I have 2 up on, actually, it's a video. There is a YouTube channel that I made called Black History of Rock and Roll. There's a YouTube channel that I made called Black History of Rock and Roll that's on here. So, yeah, check it out, man. What's up, August? Shalom. August dreams. Oh man, some nothing. So you were just doing online school stuff? Yeah, it's nothing like being in the classroom. How are you, August? I know that East Coast weather is the East Coast weather is nasty. I know August is probably tripping. I've been getting clowned because of my no having beard self. Xander was making fun of me, man, saying I look like a skeleton. I know. I look crazy, I know, without a beard. I was just telling some nothing why I did it. For a while I had a long mustache, but now I'm, eventually I'm going to end up growing it back. What was cool about having my beard before, like when I grew it out, I was glad that I saw my beard when it was all black. Now that I'm older, and it was gray, a lot of people didn't notice it, but it was even gray then, like some parts. But now, more gray. And I'm sure like when I grow it back, you're going to see more of it. Oh man, I'm surprised that you're even smiling at me, August. I thought you would be upset because you got the Israelite thing going on. Oh, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool at all. Yeah. Man, you know what's funny though? Shoot, let me put this a long way. I wish that this is one thing about having an app, man, like another app, you can't put it the long way, so I always have to put it like this. Sorry you guys, I look tired as F. Yeah, the Midwest is no joke around this time. You guys get that humidity, man. That stuff is gross. Hey, let me know if y'all could hear me, man. Yeah. Everybody, hey, what's up, Malcolm? Yeah, August, like, I've had a few people, like, man, where's the Israelite beard at? What's up, Malcolm? It's cool that you, man. Malcolm's probably the only one that I see her and Xander offside of YouTube. Her, Xander, and some nothing. Although it's been a while with some nothing. Oh, but I mean, I learned some stuff. I have heard of a friend getting what? Getting something. I couldn't see that. And friends of people I know. I've been staying inside trying to. Yeah, I'm not going out. I haven't been hanging out with nobody. I've had a few people ask me, even from some friends of mine, good friends of mine from out of town. I'm like, I'm not going out. Until this thing is totally subsided, I'm not going out. My cousin caught COVID. My cousin, and he was in the hospital. Thank God he is healed now. But man. Man. Yeah, what's Tyrian? I mean, it's funny. I haven't been up on like a lot of cats. Last thing I saw that Tyrian did was that Akon one. But I haven't really been up on him for a while. I've been meaning to hit him up on Instagram to ask him some questions too. about his workout and his diet. I didn't know if he was doing keto or not. I'm on Twitter too, but I rarely post. I'm just like, I'm always hitting on Amara La Negra. I'm mostly on Instagram and Facebook though. Xander be hitting me up on Facebook and Instagram. He be having me dying laughing, clowning my ass. Oh, shoot, I'd love to see what what I already think about that, Malcolm. One thing that was really cool, and rest in peace to Cannon, because that was messed up what happened to him. But I'm so glad Cannon's mother chimed in and basically told them to stop. Now this is low. I'm glad that you brought this up, Malcolm, because I got some words about that. Cannon's mom was not happy about all these suspect white supremacists and their little freaking, minions talking stuff about trying to compare it to George Floyd. She's all, please stop doing that. Now that's low. If you're using a kid as a straw to grasp to basically prove your dumb non-point. Freaking, and you know what I said in my post. Cannon, thank God he got justice. And most likely that was gonna happen, But these damn race soldiers, no one's getting locked up for what happened to Breonna or Elijah McClain. Or even George Floyd. They let most of those people out that killed George Floyd. And no telling what the main dude's gonna get. Yeah, man, that ain't cool. That is not cool at all. But Cannon's mom spoke out against what these people were doing with her child. Basically using him as a freaking straw to grasp. That's low. Only a white supremacist will use a child, That's low as F, man. I got on a dude that I used to go to church with about that. I went in on him. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're trying to... I went on a few people about that. And they're all, oh, yeah, that's right. Cannon got justice. We didn't. That's the difference. And that's why people were rioting and marching in the streets. They always want to come against what we do. So lame. Anything to squawk at any black protests. They can seriously kick the fuck rocks. Excuse my language. Yeah, whether his dad was involved in that or not, it's still bad. That dude shouldn't have did that. You do that to a kid, I don't care, man. That's just wrong. It's wrong, And his dad should pay for it too. That's not cool. Well, I mean, I'm sure he's paid for it. That's a hard thing, man. I can't. Dude, any kids that get hurt like that, dude, I cannot, But the thing is, they were using that as a thing against all black people. They don't care about that kid. They don't give a damn about that kid. They don't care about Cannon at all. And that's why I'm glad that the mom spoke out against that. Yeah, I'm glad my cousin got healed too. Yeah, rest in peace to Cannon, man. That wasn't cool. And I'm glad that guy is in jail for what he did. And to be honest, I'm not surprised that they caught him right away or caught him. He should be in jail. You don't kill a kid. But the difference is, those race soldiers are not in jail. They're not in prison. They're not going to be executed like that guy is. They're not going to get off. I mean, they're going to get off. I'm sorry. And they have gotten off. Oh, yeah, they tried. You know why, Malcolm? They try to get into debates with you about that is because that's their straw to grasp. They're looking for any straw to grasp. There is no debate. I told even the people that were talking about it, I'm like, you have no debate. You're making a non-point. And I'm glad that, again, so I got his mom to basically tell you to shut the hell up and stop doing that. You know? There is no point. That's not even a debate. Everybody could see what that is. You guys are just pissing at black protest, trying to find something and make it legit. Using a child's murder. Really? You know, and people are asking, well, why there doesn't need to be no riot, because he's getting the justice that he deserves. You know, he's getting the justice that, how could I say this? I hope that doesn't sound wrong. He's getting the justice that we want Breonna Taylor to get. He's getting the justice that we want Elijah McClain to get. He's getting the justice that we want Philando Castile to get. Kennan's got the justice, man. His criminal, the person that killed him, is in jail. The person that, the people, the monsters, I won't even call them people, that did all these killings of black people aren't getting anything. No, they haven't, August. They've just been fired. Excuse me. They've just been fired. But I'm glad social media is just like, you guys are using all this stuff to distract us. You know, anything from like who slept with who, or, you know, WAP. We don't give a care about that, dude. What's up with Breonna Taylor, dude? What's up with that? That's what I'm liking. I'm digging the fact that cats are on code and they ain't letting it slide. Yeah. WAP, so what? What's up with Breonna Taylor's murderers? That's what's being asked. Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad that his mom said something. And I heard somebody was trying to death threaten her. That's proof that they don't care about that kid. They don't care about his mom either. They don't care. They just want to be racist and just try to thwart black protests. All freaking devils should kick rocks, dude. Seriously. They don't have nothing to say. Nothing to say at all. Oh yeah, I understand. I'm sorry, August. Yeah, so you already know. I don't know. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. They're not in jail. It's dry. I need water. Yeah, I've mostly seen all that stuff because I don't watch the news either. I've mostly seen all that stuff on social media through certain people that I know sharing it. And I've called all of them out. So dumb. Thank you, Malcolm. Yeah, my cousin, thank God he's safe. You know, and he's really quarantining now. Oh yeah, I'm just glad that Cannon's mom even came out and started saying like, y'all need to stop and putting my kid in all this. You know, basically, I mean, dude, all these people that are anti-black, and there's a lot of non-white anti-black people too trying to post that shit. You know, that they're disgusting racist BS. And trying to use Cannon as basically like A straw. That's not right, man. Oh yeah, man. Malcolm, you've seen my page. People are pissed off at me because I'm not voting for freaking Kamala or Biden or Trump. Well, your vote doesn't count. I asked them, I'm like, well, you said vote. I can't stand it. Democrats are the worst. I don't get this from my Republican friends. They don't trip. And yes, I do have friends that are conservative. T West is one of them. He's not a personal friend, but like he's on my Facebook page. But I like the kind of way that T West is conservative because he doesn't let people like Trump slide either. The thing is, dude, excuse me, Democrats are the worst. And let me tell you why. They talk about freedom and all that stuff and saying that you need to vote and all this stuff. But yet when you tell them that you're not voting for Democrat or Republican, they're saying, well, you're not voting at all. Really? You're saying that I'm voting. I'm actually going to vote. But what I do, I write my vote in. For those that don't vote, I'm not tripping on them. I know why. I write my stuff in for a reason. I've been doing that for a while. If I'm not happy with the candidates, I write what I'm in. So you cannot give me anything to say that I can't bitch about anything. Because what I'm voting for is not going on. So here's the thing. It's funny because they'll say, well, that's a non-vote. Really? No, it isn't, because I put my vote in. Oh, you got to vote. Well, I'm not voting for any Democrat. Well, you're not voting. Well, really? You're basically telling me to vote Democrat. Just vote. Just vote for who? No, the underlying thing is like you want me to just vote Democrat. I'm not going to vote Democrat. Oh, we got to get Trump out of office. I don't like Trump either. But I'll tell you this. Whether you vote for Democrats or Republicans, what's going to happen with black people? The same damn thing. So we're leveraging ours for the party that's basically is saying, we got their vote. No, not this time. The Democrats are going to learn a hard lesson if they don't jimmy up and listen to us. And it's a hard lesson that America is going to learn. I don't say that in pride. I say that out of concern. Pride is what the Democrats have, and they're very arrogant. They just expect us to kiss their ass like we've been doing. You guys, before all this non-voting stuff with like a lot of our community, I haven't voted for either Democrat or Republican in years. I don't even remember me even doing that. I think I've always been an independent. I don't remember me voting for either party, to be honest. I don't. I've never had a trust for it. That's why. I've been independent most of my life. And I've been voting, I think I've only voted, I could remember voting for one candidate. But he wasn't he wasn't a main person on the ballot. But the thing is, dude, like seriously. Sorry. I'm non-partisan. I went from independent to being a non-partisan a few years ago. And now I'm like, dude, give me tangibles. Sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, I missed y'all's comments. Some nothing say, yeah, haha, Malcolm, lesser of two evils. Nah, yeah, exactly, they're still evil. Man, why vote for evil, period? That's what we're trying to get rid of. What the hell, Evil can die. I miss what you said about your cousin. Do they have COVID? He had it. He was in the hospital with it, and thank God he got healed. Thank you, Lord. Bese me awo minfas kedusa aduam lakamim. Exieberia barkachu. God bless you guys. Exieberia meskin. Lord be praised. God healed him. you know, and he's diabetic too. So, you know, like, yeah. Malcolm said, I don't understand why blacks haven't organized their own party at the state level. There has literally been no candidate worthy of my time for the last 4 election cycles. Yeah, to be honest, I don't understand it why either. I think, to be honest, in my opinion, I like the way the anarchists, I used to call myself an anarchist, I don't anymore, but I have a lot of things that I've learned from them that I kind of identify with. For one, and this is what even like a person, you know, a lot of brothers and sisters talking about being on code. That's what the anarchist thought is. They have a system that's a code that they model themselves after. Which, you know, if you're a true anarchist, you don't believe in hurting anybody. You believe in giving everybody their freedom, justice, and equality. You have a freedom to where it's like you don't want to hurt anybody else. You know, that's what a true anarchist is thinking. Everybody is respectful of everybody else's freedom. You don't use your freedom to hurt anyone. You use your freedom basically to promote freedom. If a freedom is basically hurting somebody, then that's not freedom. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. But there's also like a code that everybody lives. You know, anarchism, I think, is just trying to get back to what tribal living was all about. The way a lot of indigenous people lived, as far as the respect amongst, you know, it's something like what even Stokely Carmichael would talk about with communalism, although he takes more of a socialist approach to that. And I understand, even though I don't particularly consider myself a socialist, I don't really embrace communism or capitalism, but I still admire both systems of politics, and I embody kind of both of them, and I reject the things that they could become when gone wrong. But anarchism, to me, at least, is that respect and that communalism. A lot of black power anarchists will say communalism too. They use what Kwame Ture would always say. They use that. I've seen black anarchists actually use that. People have a misunderstanding even when it comes to anarchy. So although I don't really consider myself an anarchist anymore, those are principles that still I believe in when it comes to basically, like, when people talk about being on code and having a code run things, that's what I think, you know. And anarchism is, you don't need really a government. It's just some kind of people will call it a code. Some people call it a common thing that we all kind of share, that kind of rules and that we function by, no matter what religion or ideology you have, as long as it's not destructive, obviously. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to talk so much. Some nothing says, oops, my bad. It's like corporate Dems preach freedom but demand obedience, race or shit. Yeah, they do. They're you know, the whole corporate it's funny. I don't call myself a Democrat at all, you know, but a true Democrat does not do what they do. Exactly what you're saying, man. They demand you. It's fascism, basically. I haven't gone to the gym since this lockdown began. I can't work out with this damn mask. I actually work out on my own. I have to because of my health. But and I missed my 30-minute walk today. But I try to work out more. I've been cutting out a lot of stuff out of my diet. Anarchy was once a word that people wouldn't dare say. Now people are overusing the word. Well, I guess I've been into this thing even before people were doing that. And I don't just say it because of that. And even if you look at some of my older videos, I kind of hint at it. There's another black YouTuber that's a full-on anarchist. I forgot. He goes by the Garage Autonomous. I met him on via New Possibilities channel, although I don't particularly watch New Possibilities anymore. Oh, I do, but I don't really communicate with him because he kind of wasn't cool to me. But you know, I'm sure he'll do well in his community. I hope he got that vote that he was looking for some months back. But Garage Autonomous is a total anarchist. And I do believe in autonomy. And autonomy, that's what black people should be practicing. I don't believe in separation. I think that's silly because we don't have any power. I believe in it being autonomous. Black autonomy is black freedom. I don't believe in a separate state. I believe in black autonomy. Even when the Black Panthers wrote their manifesto, that's what they were talking about. Black autonomy. What's up, Hood Mistress, my LA homegirl? Haha. Anarchy offers no solution, though the end, except for trying to. Well, the thing is, Malcolm, that's what I'm trying to. This is what I've learned. Anarchy is not what a lot of us think it is, and even for a long time, I thought it was something negative before I started being comfortable with even embracing it. Anarchy is not what you think it is. It's not something where someone's doing somebody wrong. Anarchism basically is an attempt to try to live like the tribal societies did, in the positive way of just basically having a code of ethics without even saying that. In a sense of just basically, you believe in, when you look at anarchy, basically, you believe in freedom and autonomy. You respect that person's freedom. You don't try to lord yourself over anybody. Obviously, not everybody is on that page, but a true anarchist knows that. Now, there's a difference between Bakunin anarchism and also, like, you know, the more Tolstoy anarchism. I don't get into that. I don't even really call myself an anarchist anymore, but that's one thing that I can say I don't misunderstand about anarchism. Anarchism is not supposed to be like this F everything up mentality. It's basically supposed to be like, hey, I don't need a government to basically rule me. I have a code to rule me. I have that code that the Most High put before we even like fell into sin to live, and just being good to others as they are to you. Now, in a perfect society that would work, but unfortunately we're not perfect. So I understand what people mean when they say that they are anarchist. At least the peaceful version of that. I hope that makes sense. So like that's where I'm coming from. Even when I mention it, I don't consider myself an anarchist anymore. I'm a political agnostic. I'm a non-party political agnostic who believes in black autonomy and black power. That way you cannot put me in any category because, you know, a lot of anarchists don't like power. They don't want to deal with that. But for me, when I think of black power, I don't think of it as something like with an iron fist or just something where you're oppressing anybody. Of course, you're going to need to defend yourself. I'm not saying you don't, because, I mean, you know, but power is more economics, you know, like to me. And just basically having things in your favor, and black autonomy is the same respect. And a lot of black anarchists believe in this. Black autonomy is basically, you know, you being able to have the freedom to go wherever you want, be whoever you want to be, and build however you want to build. When I look at black autonomy and black power, the perfect example was Black Wall Street. That's what that was to me. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Let me know. So there's not, in a true anarchist society, there is no tyranny. That's what we're trying to get rid of, really. I checked this page before. Oh, Garage Autonomous. Hell yeah, beautiful idea. Exactly, something nothing. That's exactly what the circle A and circle E means. The circle means that there is an actual, like, there's a code. There is. It's hard to explain unless you like are really into that, you know. I have certain issues with certain things that certain anarchists believe. Like, I'm one of those dudes that's for reparations. I don't know if some anarchists are on the same page with that. I believe that you should give recompense to anybody that you've hurt, and black people that should go for that. It depends on who you talk to. You know, I can't speak for all anarchists, but I know the initial thought of anarchism. I even did a video with Daryl Lamont Jenkins, who is an anarchist. He's a black anarchist too. That video is on here. And basically, like, anarchism is not, you know, everybody always thinks of F everything up, and they have this Buchananist anarchist thing about that. But it's more like, hey, you know, I respect your freedom, you respect my freedom. When that disrespect happens within freedom, that's not anarchy. That's tyranny. But I sympathize with that, even though I don't call myself that as much as I used to. I don't really refer to myself as that. I already, you know, I kind of told you guys my political stance. Malcolm, I know that's not how the average person views anarchy, but I'm telling you how anarchists actually view anarchy. The old school anarchists, like, in that sense. And yes, when a person is basically thwarting your freedom, you have a right to defend yourself. That's why I support movements like the ELZN, the Zapatista movements. They're anarchists, actually. I don't mind that. You know, like, it really depends. Like, and even you know the difference between black bloc anarchists and those that are just like, hey, you know, a black bloc anarchist is something I'm not involved in at all. You know, like, some of those dudes, like, they just run and F everything up. And I understand why they say that they do, but I don't support that. Just like I don't really support rioting, although I understand why, you know, some people do that. I understand the anger behind that. But then a lot of us are the ones that get blamed for most of it, like we have been. I lost an acquaintance of mine because she misunderstood why I kind of spoke out against that. But Some Nothing hit it on the nail what the Circle A actually means. Circle A means that, yes, you know, there is a guidance within that autonomy and freedom, that we're supposed to respect all of it. You know, we respect each other's freedom. And people, you know, when I think of freedom, I don't think it's not so, it's like, you know, you can just do whatever you want, that to the point where you're hurting people and you're like, you know, misusing people like that, or screwing people over, or, you know, being disgusting. No, that's not respect. That's total evil. I guess because I knew, like, punk rockers coming up, and I am a punk rocker, that were anarchists, and they were the kind that people would never even think, you know, those that have that view of anarchism, they would never even think were anarchists, because they were so peaceful. And to the point where these guys are, even though a lot of them were not religious, a lot of them had these religious values, like kind of an ahimsa type philosophy. Thanks, Hood Mistress. It's hard to explain stuff like this. And again, I'm telling you guys, I don't really claim to be an anarchist. Like I said, I'm a non-party political agnostic who believes in black autonomy and black power. That's, if you want to sum up my political ideology. If that is a political ideology. That's the point, though, that some people don't view anarchy like that. Let me see. That schools, people in power don't want people to... Oh, man. I don't know what that means. You said Riven? Consider anarchist history. Yeah, and I'll be honest. I'm surprised that they even taught about Sacco and Vanzetti, where they barely even talked about anybody else, even with our history, in my high school class. Those are the first. I mean, those were not the first. That's not the first time I ever heard of anarchy, but that was a trip to even know that those guys were killed because they were anarchists. Malcolm said, "I think libertarian ideology aligns more with what people want in terms of freedom from government oversight." Okay, I'm just talking on the phone.
So you need a minute.
Yeah?
If I take a picture of your car, the police gonna come get you a trespassing ticket.
Oh, wow. You guys hear this?
That's what they
Man, are you Popo?
No, I'm security.
Wow, yeah, I used to be security. I'm on live stream. Hold on, you guys. Don't go nowhere.
All right, you on live?
I am.
Live?
Yeah.
Right there, where you see the cars at? Wherever you see the cars at, you can point. Where it's empty at, don't pull. Because I take pictures. Once I take pictures, we contract with the sheriff.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble.
No, don't get in trouble. Just go down there in front of the nail shop.
All right, thanks. Man, I don't want to get gaffled, especially by these devils out here in Lakewood. Oh, shoot. I know I used to be security too, but man. All right, hold up. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, I'm in a public place, so I got to be careful. Shoot, let me see if I can go over this way. I think there's more light over here. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, there's all these strict parking like places over here. I ain't trying to get no damn ticket. Shoot. Where our bloody light over here? Ah, man. Bloody nail salon. All right, Ohms. Yeah, man. Yo, cuz. These cats. All right. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, libertarians. I'll be honest. Like, and it's funny. How could I say this? I knew people that were libertarians, and I have certain issues with them too. Some of that libertarian stuff, like I have friends that are, and I know certain people that are, but then I've seen some of those libertarians become libertarians, and I don't like that. You know, like, I could understand where certain people just want, you know, like, they believe in capitalism and all that, and they think that they should be able to, like, you know, capitalize off of a lot of things. I understand that. But then a lot of them kind of get on people like me because, you know, or Noam Chomsky or whatever, because they accuse us of being commies or, you know, Democrat. I mean, you know, we're socialist or whatever. I don't know. You know, like, I feel like, yeah, libertarians, I mean, I'm not saying all libertarians are bad, but, like, there's a libertarian, you know, people like my homeboy, he's cool, I get him. But then there's dumbass libertarians, and I say libertarians because a lot of them are on alt-right bull crap. Like, what's the name of that fool? That, oh my gosh, how could I forget that guy's name? That's so bad. He's like one of them libertarians. A lot of these, he's an alt-right idiot. Shoot. Oh yeah, Stephen Mullen fool. That's what I call him. I don't like that dude. Yeah, August, and it was a sister that was harassing my ass too. Yeah. She was just doing her job, I guess, you know, being security. I'm like, I ain't trying to get, like, nobody bloody ticket. Nah, she didn't take a picture. She was warning me, though. Yeah, that's my problem. And you know what I call them, Malcolm? I call them libertarians. That's what they are to me. They ain't libertarians at all. They're libertarians. For me, a true libertarian is more like the original OG anarchists. Those libertarians are just like, they're opportunists, man. They try to co-opt a lot of the things that we believe. The reason that there's even a form of what they call libertarian socialists is because of people like that. It's a basic response because they tried to co-opt our stuff, you know? And they don't. Anarchism does not how can I say it, does not have a monopoly on people or things to the point where you're hurting people. You know, but then again, I can't say that I'm really an anarchist though either. I believe in some of the principles, but like I already told you guys my political views. you know? But I get it. You know, a lot of people misunderstand that concept because of what it's always been. Yes, Stephen Mullen, I call him Stephen Mullen Fool. I can't stand his arrogant ass. He's a devil. Libertarian. I made that term up, by the way. Yeah, libertarians. Alt-right fools. Alt-right dumbasses. I can't stand them. I cannot stand people like that. Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Man, I'm so glad y'all came out. Like, this is awesome. How are you guys doing, man? Like, I know, like, yeah, how are y'all doing? It's hot out here. I feel for freaking August. Poor August. August is in the Midwest dealing with these damn mosquitoes. I keep wanting August to show her face. I know how everybody else looks, but her. I even know how Hood Mistress looks. I met Hood Mistress in person. Hey, you guys, if you guys can, go over and give Aaron Collins a shout out because his sister just passed. Shout out to Aaron Collins, man. How could I almost forget about that? Man, I feel for him, dude. Shout out to Aaron Collins. Go give him a condolence, man. Like, I need to do a video just to dedicate to him and just sending him, you know, I hit him up online already, you know. But hit up Aaron Collins, man. Like, you know. Markham said there's a YouTube channel, called The Black Red Guard that talks about the difference between political movements like socialism and Maoism. Yeah, I've chimed in. I mean, I've seen that guy's channel. He's all into that, man. Isn't he? I forget. He's like a Maoist though, right? I know he's totally on that side of things. It's been a while since I checked him out. She said the mosquitoes aren't too bad this year. I'm a wuss, man. When I was over in the Midwest, man, on tour, I'm like, I just hated that freaking, like, what do you call it? I don't know how y'all how y'all deal with the freaking humidity, man. Yeah, you guys hit up Aaron Collins, man. He'd really appreciate it. That's a heavy thing, man. Yeah, man. Losing any family member is a heavy thing, especially. And he said he was just talking to her last night too. So that's man. Ah, Lord have mercy. Lord help that brother's heart. Chilling though, that the weather is nice at night. Yeah, that's why, like, for me, after I do this, I'm gonna probably have a later dinner. I've been trying to eat like not past like 8, but it's been going past like kind of a little past 9. And then do my little Postmate thing, because I got to make that money until I get this job. Thank God I finally got another stable job. So he is a Maoist. I thought I remembered him saying that. Wow, he's from Missouri too? Yikes. Yeah, he's all about that red life. I can't get totally behind any of that stuff, to be honest. Like, you know, I said I'm a political agnostic. I used to study with, and I love this group, but that was one thing I couldn't. For me, I couldn't just. I would be faking the funk if I was like to align myself with some of the philosophies. Although I admire their work, I studied with a certain group, and nothing was wrong with this group. I just couldn't get behind that political philosophy totally, because I would be lying to myself. It's a group that one of our great ancestors founded, and that's why I don't particularly care for certain people that disrespected this particular person. But I just felt like, you know, I have a few reasons why I didn't totally join. They were interested in having me, and I'm glad that they were. It's an honor, but I just didn't join, you know, for a few reasons. Although I don't mind, like, I love the work that they do, like, and you know what they do. But yeah, I don't really want to align myself with any political ideology except for what I told you. Yeah, Malcolm. I mean, August. I don't like humidity. I'm a California kid. Me and some nothing are from Cali. I think Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm's from Cali too. That's what I'm used to. Yeah, August. You got to come out to Cali, homegirl. Haha. Yeah, that guy, that red dude, like he has some good information. He's totally about that life though, which, you know, I mean, for me, I'm not diehard on that either. Yeah, I don't think it's a real idealistic thing either, Malcolm. Even when you look at, like, I'll be honest, I have a problem with people do with capitalism and what they've done with it. But whenever we've done certain things within that frame, we've done things that were positive. Black Wall Street, all of our towns, they were a capitalist society, and they were autonomous. So for me, I can take the good from anything. Like, I admire the communalism and community aspect of certain, you know, what they call leftist propaganda, or I mean, what do you say? I don't like to use the term propaganda because there's propaganda on each side. Leftist ideologies, you know, with communism and socialism, but I don't like forcing people into a community. But with capitalism, it's just like, I don't particularly care for the monopolized situation to where other people can't, you know, like, I don't like the fact that somebody could be over you and have a monopoly over you. Also, that other people can be exploited with that. That needs to, both systems need to have a conscience. And I'll say this, both systems, and I don't know what you guys believe. Some of you guys are probably not God believers or whatever. I don't, you know, I'm not trying to make you, but I feel that, like, within that political system, there needs to be a God conscience. A God conscience to where you have to care for other people in that sense. Like, nobody should be exploited, you know? Slavery should not even happen. That was a result of capitalism right there. That's why a lot of people are against it. With communism, what happened with Mao and all that, people, when you're in a community, you should have a heart to where you don't, you know, like, I went to China, dude. There's certain things that I had to be careful about saying over there and doing over there. Yeah, I understand people will say, well, that's to protect people, but you're pretty much creating a form of fascism where people can't do just, you know, it's like, it's a non-religious religious ideology. And that's not freedom either. That's not autonomy. That's the problem that even a lot of anarchists have with like Maoist and people like that. But I could listen and take that, which is good. I've been on his channel, and I admire some of the things that he has to say, you know. But people lose heart, and they become their demigods, and it ends up like what North Korea is right now, you know, or other tyrannical. There's tyranny in both systems, capitalism and you know, communism, or what they call. So look at Joseph Stalin. Was a devil. He was just as bad, he was as bad as Hitler was. I had to cancel my trip to visit my brother because of the lockdown. Man, yeah, you said that you were gonna come down here. Right on, August. No, I hear you. And to me, that's black empowerment and black autonomy. That's all. That's a part of it, which is why I cannot vote for those pigots. I said it. Those pigots on the right or on the left. I'm not voting for Trump, and I'm not voting for Kamala, you know, or Biden or whatever. Yeah, they don't represent that. They don't represent black empowerment or black autonomy. They don't care about us. They don't. They go out of their way to ignore us. I'm not a capitalist because I've seen where it ends. Socialism with some type of oversight from citizens and the government is more reasonable. Well, that's what a lot of anarchists actually would say. They wouldn't call it socialism, even though some of them call themselves anarcho-socialist, but that's what they would say. So for me, I'm like this, dude. I believe in freedom, justice, and equality, and autonomy. I would say if there was something like, you know, this capitalist thing or whatever, it needs to have oversight and has to have morals. Same with the whole communist thing too. A political system left to itself it becomes what we see, basically man as God, and man as God is a devil. You know, man puffs itself too much to the point where he ends up being an animal and does all kinds of evil stuff, you know? That can't be. That needs to have. I don't even use the term theocracy because that's been corrupted. I can't say I believe in that, because the true theocracy, if you believe in a creator, is only by God, and you have to govern yourself within that. That's between you and God and nobody else. You can't just throw God on a government. That's a personal thing, you know? Yeah, that's a whole nother thing too. People have tried to do that, and they ended up basically marginalizing people and doing all kinds of evil things that they shouldn't be doing. And Trump is trying to pretend like he's that. He's not. Trust me. All these blind Christians who I clown them too. Trust me. Blind Christians, dude, that like they've lost their focus on what's supposed to be ruling them. It's one of the reasons that I don't follow the state of Israel. That's not Israel to me. That's something that some people basically like colonized. And that's a whole nother story. I don't support that. I'm not a Zionist. Doesn't mean that I'm anti-Semitic either. I'm not. Truth be told, a lot of black people have Semitic background too. I'm not just speaking from like a Hebrew Israelite stance. I'm speaking even from like, people always think of so-called Jews as just Semitic people. No, there's all kinds of Semitic people. A lot of Ethiopians are Semitic. Some of my African roots are very, you know, Afro-Semitic. I'm Hausa Fulani on like my dad's side. You know, we're foundational black Americans, but we've traced our roots back to that. And of course, I have other African blood in me too. So am I being anti myself if I'm speaking against like racism? So-called Jewish racism? Which is actually Ashkenazi racism against black people? No. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to be long-winded. Jim Crow Joe and Cop Mala. I like that term, Cop Mala. Entire career we're crushing black. Yep. Black empowerment and not uplifting. Exactly. And I don't want nothing to do with that. And I'll be honest with y'all. People get mad at me when I say this. She's a black woman. She's a mixed black woman. And I'll even go further. A lot of Tamils are looked at as black Indians over there because a lot of them are dark. So her mom, technically, she's not a black American. She's more of like a what they might call a black Asian. But that's not the issue that I have with her. I have an issue with her basically off of her track record. She has not been for black people. I don't care if she is a black woman or not. Her track record is anti-black with all the stuff that she's done to us. So I can't vote for that. Now, I hear you, August. I agree with you. Another thing I thought, something says another thing I just thought, though, that American libertarianism is different than libertarianism everywhere in the world. Yes, it is. It totally is. American libertarianism, that movement came a lot later. And it's basically these people trying to basically claim what, like the Tea Party claims. Like they try to, like that, they want the America that they thought, that they ideally, thought America was, although it was enslaving black people at that time. That's libertarianism to me. No, I don't roll with that. Now, I have some friends that are conservative libertarians, and they I look at T West like that. Those people I'm cool with. I don't mind that. Although, T kind of like, I'm not really into his whole Trump support thing. But he even calls Trump out, and I'm like that's cool. He's an independent though, even though he's conservative. We are Shemitic people. I believe that, August, but at the same time, and this is the problem that I have with some Israelite people. I'm an African. I'm not gonna deny that ever. I'm an African as well. I have that Afro-Asiatic background, but I have that Bantu background too, as well as Native American. I get upset with a lot of Israelite, not all of them, because some of them are not like that. Lisa Cabrera is not like that at all. But you have some Israelites that are saying that they have this bad things to say about Africans. But I'm like, dude, you African too. You be called a nigga just like I would be. We're Africans, dude. Some of us are Afro-Asiatic and some of us aren't. I happen to have both bloods, so I'm cool. I'm black. I'm a black man. And a lot of brothers and sisters don't even like that. You know what? I'm choosing that because you know what? Now it says something. And this is where, that's a whole nother conversation. Kamala's maternal lineage is not Dravidian. Or her mom does not look like a, what do you call it? How do you know that? I'm curious. Because the thing is, I've seen pictures of her mom. Her mom does not look like one of those Aryans. She does not look like a regular, she does not look like one of those, she's not like a Brahmin Indian look type mom. She has dark skin like me. I either way, yeah, I don't know, I know why brothers and sisters are pissed at her. And even, they want to call her mom a Brahmin class. I can't say that because I don't know. But most of the Tamils are not they're not Aryans. Some of them might have Aryan mix, but there's a lot of Dravidian blood or what do you call it? There's Tamilese blood or whatever. A lot of them were the darker Asians. A lot of them were probably even lower caste too. As much as I now cannot stand MIA, she's from what I understand, she's Tamil, and MIA is almost darker than me. She doesn't see herself as black. Yeah, she's weird. I'll say this. She does what Cardi B has done. I mean, she said that she was black. I will give her that. She actually has said that. But she's also said that she was Indian. So she's kind of like, how could I say this? To me, I'll be honest with you guys. With her, I feel like maybe I shouldn't even explain this, because I've seen black American women do this too. No, black American people do this people. Like a lot of us will say that we're Indian. Oh yeah, we're Indian. We got that background. Or Creole or whatever. So they probably caught one conversation of her saying that, but yes, she has said that she was like an Asian American. She's basically kind of, how could I say this? Black by convenience. She'll use it basically to get wherever she is. So I understand why you guys are saying that. And I'm not taking up for Kamala at all. I'm just not going to say that she isn't black. Because I know people that look like her that are. And that claim to be black. It's just that she has a lot of anti-black policies. And how she uses her race is not cool. How she's pandered. She does a lot of pandering and just tries to use her race as a convenience. That's not cool. That's the problem that I have with her as well. But most of my problem with her is all of her policies and what she's done within our communities when she was a prosecutor and all that stuff. I like T West, but I can't with the COVID conspiracy. Yeah, I'm not into that either, Malcolm. I mean, I love T, but I don't agree with him on that. I dig Shirley Hussar as well. Shirley Hussar is a massive Trump supporter. But but I can't agree with that. I do admire the fact that she's been totally going in on all those people that give her flack about, like, talking about racism. I'm like, well, you know what you represent. These devils don't give a damn about you. They're Trump supporters, and that's all they care about is their race. And they look at you as somebody it's just silly, man. What do you mean, Malcolm? She is, but just tanned. Yeah, I don't know if, unless you can show me where her mom says that she's an Aryan, then I'll believe it. But then again, you have a lot of these Indians that will try to claim that class, because it's the same thing with us. A lot of us in our black communities, whether it be in Latin America or even here, will talk about everything that we have in us. Oh, I have Irish, Indian, and all that, and not even claim what we are. Her mom obviously probably is not going to be claiming, I guess the term is Daisu, or she doesn't want to be thought of as a Dalit. I don't know. But she doesn't, she looks like a Tamil person to me. Yeah, she does play both sides. I mentioned that. That's one problem that I do have with her. But it's like I cannot, for me, I'm not going to say that she's not black. That's silly. Especially when I have friends that look like that, and also friends that are even white passing that are black. That will say that they're black. That look definitely more, she could pass. For me, Kamala can't even pass for like an Indian. I know that she's not just Indian. Yeah, white folks, they do, because she caters to them. And she doesn't care about us. She doesn't cater anything to us. That's why she's not getting my vote. What a surprise. White people like Cop Mala. I like that Cop Mala. That's so cool. Of course. they do because of her. Yeah, exactly. The crime stance was on us. It wasn't tough on them at all. Sending us, man, yeah, I'm not cool. I'm not voting for her. She did us dirty. And doesn't give a damn about our reparations either. She's just tan. Nah, I don't know if her mom went to no tanning salon. Shoot, that's what I mean. I understand what you guys are saying and why, but I'm sorry, I can't roll with that. Kamala is black. She's just dude. She's just off, and she's not a foundational black American. Yeah, I don't. Malcolm, I don't know. Send me something about that. For the most part, Tamils are not perceived in India if they to be dark-skinned Indians. I don't know about that, because there are Tamils that are not looked at as. Yeah, there's Tamils that pretty much have that Dravidian or Daisu background. They're dark-skinned. They're not looked at as Aryans, from what I know. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like a lot of Tamils are dark. I just talked to a Tamil lady. She was darker than me. Yeah, I don't know about that. And for one of I like reading about that stuff too. So, I don't know. I've never seen a light-skinned Tamil person. The closest was with this lady that I was kicking it with at my old job, and she was actually. She's the lightest that I've seen, and she was more of a tan, spoke Telugu. I haven't seen her in a long, Rose Thanaraju, I haven't seen her in a long time. Yeah, but those northern Indians are hella Aryan, like most of them are, like New Delhi and all that. Shoot, I've even seen Tamil Indians that are darker than a lot of the Malayalis that are South Indians. A lot of Malayali are some of the oldest Orthodox Christians too. I've been to their churches. Yeah, they call us Oriental Orthodox because we're the Afro-Asiatic. We're not Greek or Russian or anything. We're the oldest. A lot of Ethiopians, Egyptians, and Indians. And Soroyos. And Armenians too. But yeah. Malcolm is clowning. Nah, I hear you guys on Kamala. I'm not taking up for her. I'm just saying, for me, her blackness is not the issue. Her policies are the issues. And you know what? Here's another thing. I feel bad saying this because I've actually met this person and we've talked a few times and we have mutual friends, but I'm really disappointed. And if I ever see her in person again, which I haven't in years, I'm gonna let her know. Ava DuVernay is the person that I'm talking about. Yes, I've met her in person and we have mutual friends. I'm really disappointed in what she said, man. Especially with her making movies against the very things that Kamala and Joe supported. It's like, okay, are your movies valid now, man? I feel bad because I even championed one of her hip-hop movies that one of my videos I did about her hip-hop movie, This Is the Life. I met her and I that's actually the first time that I heard about her. I didn't know that she was doing stuff before that. But I liked her hip-hop group, Figures of Speech, But I can't believe she actually said that until I heard that, Professor Black Truth thing, video. I'm like, wow, she actually did that? Not cool, man. I'm not voting for Kamala, Ava. And it's to me, I'll be honest, y'all. It's disappointing. I mean, because I've actually talked to her. Like I said, we have mutual friends. I met her. We've talked a few times. and man, I just feel bad. It's easy when you don't know a person to have a lot of vitriol, but I can say that, like, I don't know her, but I can say that I've talked with her enough to basically, she knows who I am and I know who she is. And we have mutual friends. Like, one of my friends did music for her movie. And, you know, like, she grew up in South Central California. You know, around the same park that I even hang out in, Lemert Park. So it's disappointing for her to say that, and I could understand why everybody's upset. I'm not happy that she said that. That's not gonna happen. We ain't voting for Kamala. A lot of people just look at her like, oh, she's like a black savior. No, we learned that with Obama. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm admitting, like, I'm not buddy with her, but I do, you know, I have friends that are mutual with her, and I've talked to her before, and I've met her. When I met her, she was really cool, man. I was really glad to meet her, and really cool person. This is like some years ago when that movie This Is a Life came out, and then she's gone on to do other stuff. But that was very disappointing when I found that out. I'm like, wow, dude, really? You just made a movie, 2 movies that had to do with the very things that these 2 people supported, and you're telling us to vote for them? I'm sorry, I can't do that. You know? So yeah, not good. I know. Well, how I follow her is because I don't want to say know her. I've met her. I've talked to her in person. And like I said, we have mutual friends. I'm just disappointed of the stuff that I just recently found out about her, though. So I'm kind of... It's a bummer, man, because, I mean, like, if you met her and didn't know anything about that, you would think that she was hella cool. Seriously. And like I said, I have friends that know her, like a lot of friends that know her, and they've worked with her. Some of them even rapped in the same places she used to rap at. You know, my friend John was in her movie. My homeboy that I've done music with did music for her movie. So like, it's all these connections, you know. So it's kind of disappointing, you know, because you admire the person's work. Like that movie This Is a Life is a great movie on West Coast hip hop. We got our voice to be heard on that. But and of course, 13 and When Will They See? I mean, When They See You are good. But the thing is, her doing that, people are gonna question her credibility, man. It's not good, man. And it's hard because, like I said, I met her, I've talked to her, you know, and we have mutual friends. Yeah, I can say that, you know, August, but I mean, there's some people that, I mean, Robert Townsend didn't do that, you know, like, you could work yourself within that. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if you guys knew this, I've worked in Hollywood, I've done acting and all that, certain things that, I mean, like, there's one pilot which I told them, like, basically I wouldn't have, if it got picked up, I wouldn't have been that role because of what they did to me in the pilot. So, and it's on here too. That little thing makes a whole difference to me. So if that pilot got picked up, I wouldn't have even gone with it because I felt like they kind of betrayed me. But yeah, Hollywood's a trip. I wouldn't lie. There's a lot of things in that, and I'm only scratched the surface of it by being in music videos and a pilot and on a few TV shows. But yeah, who knows if I'll even go back in the acting? I don't know. I'm more of a musician anyways. She's just coming off the success of When They See Us, I mean, When They See You, and she wrote that foolishness. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, August. That's sad, man. I'm not happy about that. I was thinking the same thing. What's up, Cap? Salute, salute, salute. You know I gotta do it 3 times. What up, brother? One of my favorite bikers. Hey, man, Cap, just to let you know, brother Aaron Collins, man, send him a shout out because the brother's sister passed. Brother Cap, man. I'm glad he dropped in. That's a rarity. Wonder what Brother Danubian is, man. I hope that brother's okay. I'm glad to see all y'all, man. I didn't know if I was going to get anybody at this point. I'm like, man, I got to make an announcement because Cats ain't going to show up if I don't. Yeah, man, I'm glad you popping in, brother. It's good to see you. Man, heavy, brother, heavy. So cool, man. I'm glad to see all y'all, man. I dig you cats, man. I really appreciate you. Man, it is so freaking it's still hot out here. I think Aaron has a channel on here, August. I know he's on Facebook. He's on my friends list. I wish you were on Facebook. I've seen Cap's face. I've seen Mock'em, obviously. I've seen Hood Mistress, but I've never seen August's face. You're gonna have a dream about me saying, "Show me your face." You're gonna say that's Blackula 2000. Well, it's always cool to see you, Cap. Especially if you're exhausted from these, YouTube streets. I chimed out too. I'm glad that Dynas is doing good, though. He had COVID for a bit. Glad that he's doing great. I don't check in with O'Shea or Cynthia G or any of that stuff, as much as I used to. I just checked out a Rain video, even though I haven't been on that. Oh, guys, that's another thing. Another disappointment. I had no idea. I was so bummed. What's up with Willie D and Jason Black, man? Oh, man, I was like, no. I saw that video. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, man. One day, August, you're going to see me in your dreams and saying, I want to see your face, Miss Dreams. Not just in my dreams, but I'm now in your dreams, August. Yeah, Dynast is doing a lot better. Thank God. I was concerned about him, man. Yeah, I actually have a few videos on YouTube, man. I'm in a few videos on here. Shoot. I'll have to send it to you. Like, I have a whole list. If you type Orlando Greenhill, I have a list of some of my acting stuff that I have just in a group of videos that I did. Most of the ones, I'm in a K. Michelle video. I'm in a Fetty Wap video. I'm on, like, a few TV shows. Hey man, there's a Japanese hip-hop group that I was breakdancing in that video and I can't find it. I forgot the name of the band. Mock 'em. Yeah, YouTube drama. I kind of got played out of that. And then I guess Angel Ramirez Jordan's channel got canceled and people started hitting me up. I'm like, I don't know, man. I actually unsubscribed to Angel because being weird to me, like new possibilities. And I'm not capping on those brothers. I'm glad those brothers put out a lot of interesting things, but it was just something not cool that both of them kind of snubbed me the wrong way. But, you know, I ain't hating. I'm just being honest. Thinking of making an announcement. Wait, what? Oh man, I didn't get what you're saying. Nothing. I'm making an announcement. What's that? Huh? I didn't get what you were saying. Cap, the audio discourse by seeing me, by seeing some of our big content creators, Willie D, Jason Black, Tariq, falling off code is a disappointment and draining. I get it, you know, they're human though. But the thing is, I'll be honest, y'all, like, I don't 100% agree with all of them either. I just take that which could help me and then have me grow, you know, like that's the only thing that I could do, you know, just learn. It's good to learn from them and then just take it and cultivate what you want to see in this world based off of the things that you're inspired by them to encourage, you know. I don't agree with a lot of things that Jason Black reps. I don't agree with a lot of things that Tariq reps, but there's a lot of things that I do agree with and things that I feel like I've grown off of listening to those dudes, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really in the loop either, but it was, how could I say this? I was not happy when I saw that video. I think it's still up, so you could probably see it. Jason Black did a video on him, and I'm like, oh no, not good. I was surprised, but I'm like, oh well, it's up. Yep. But we got to keep it this way. Take that which is good, learn it, cultivate it in your plant, and water that your plant, and just be on code with the empowerment. It's time for us to not just look to cats. It's time for us to basically just like take that which is good, cultivate our gardens, and grow out for ourselves, and basically be the change that we want. That's what autonomy is, man. Use that freedom that we have to create more opportunities of that, and also, you know, cultivate that which we could have power. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Like Neely Fuller would always say that, and I'm glad he said that because, you know, that's not just humility, that's the truth. Yeah, you're right, August. He can be. Yeah, I agree with you. But, you know, I'm like, all right. I admire a lot of the work that he's done. Like, I like that Brianna poster that he did, and Oprah tried to do the same thing. But the other stuff, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hear you, Cap. No, I totally hear you, man. Yep, I agree. But I guess, like, Jason, it just feels like he's warning us against some of the things that D did. I mean, he talked, you have to watch the video. I mean, I like a lot of Willie D's content, but you know, taking a picture with the Proud Boys. I mean with what's that dude? Not the Proud Boys, but he's had the Proud Boys on his show. I forgot that dude, Joe Rogan. Taking a picture with him, that is suspect, to be honest. I mean, I can't get with that, you know. Yeah, it's heavy, man. I'm glad that I don't have that kind of drama. I don't want no YouTube drama. I don't like drama, period. I'm too old for that. I don't like drama. Like, I can't stand it when even white supremacists try to give me crap. I hate it. And I felt bad that you guys saw me get pissed off even talking about that and making videos against trolls. They don't even deserve our attention. We're beyond those idiots. They don't deserve any of our attention unless we're warning people against them. That's one regret I do have on here, making videos giving those pigots attention. They don't need it. Like, if you guys look at my Dr. Narcan video, that video still gets hit up because these butthurt assholes can't stand the fact that I made a video about their dumbass, like, idiot that made jokes about sticking black people with needles. I'm like, come on, dude, whatever. They're still all boiled over. They're triggered. Now, the key thing is just to not even give them any attention. Cass will try to threaten you too. Really? Really? You're gonna try to threaten me? You don't know me. You don't know anything about me, first of all. And second of all, we got what you have right here. Don't think you can't be reported, you know? Oh, I was just saying, making an announcement that you're going live probably helps us to keep in mind to get ready for the live. Yeah, thanks, man. I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. And I don't really know how to, I'm still not computer savvy, y'all. I don't know how, you know, like cats be posting like, you know, time sequences where they go live. I've tried to do it, it doesn't work with me. Or they'll post like a post like Paris Milan does, kind of like it's on Facebook. I don't have the capability of that for some reason. I don't know how to do it. So I just basically just made a video saying, hey, I'm gonna be live. Yeah, I guess they do. And we don't have to take that shit. We don't. They deserve every insult. I don't give a damn. They deserve every insult that they get from me or anybody else. It's just, you know, I hate it. But I'll be honest, like, I some people will probably, oh, you're whining, you're being a bitch, you know, like, oh well. But yeah, I basically try not to give them the attention. I don't even have to do videos, I just clown them. I love clowning the hell out of people. Put it like this, I clown somebody so bad on Facebook, this Confederate guy, he threatened to get the FBI on me, dude. Dumb fuck. Really? Yeah, you had to get your daddy on me because I kicked your ass online with that. And keep in mind, he doesn't have his, he knows he's a confed. I call Confederates confed, pun intended. You're a confed and you're hiding because you don't want people to know who the fuck you are. Because if people found out, they'll know who's in their schools or whatever, wherever you work. Oh, don't be surprised, man. People are watching that fool. They'll find out who he is and report him. Oh, Joe Rogan is very suspect. So that's why Jason was kind of like not cool with. That's one of the reasons. You guys will, if you see the video, you'll see it. It's disappointing though. I like Willie D. Not just because we have the same birthday, but like you know, he puts out some good content, but man, yeah, you'll see the video. It's hard. I hate drama, man. I hate it. Yeah. Other than that, we got to get justice for our people, man. That's what I want. We got to get that justice. We have to. If not, like, no, there is not a not. We still, black Americans, and no disrespect to anybody else, but black Americans have been fighting and been struggling ever since we've been here, and it's been a long uphill battle. We're still, these last few years, even though it's been going on even before that, should be a reminder to everybody. And I'm glad a lot of black people are not just falling for that Democratic shill BS either. Like things are going to be better after Kamala Harris and Joe Biden get in office, if they do. No, we're still struggling. We still are demanding what we need. Yeah, I guess it's kind of good that you don't know who he is. He's like a kind of like a bootleg talk show host. He has a lot of guests on it, and he has a lot of alt-right guests on his shows. Like he's had Milo Pedalopoulos on there. Yeah, I agree with you, Cap. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yep. Yeah, I think that should stop. But hey, he has the outlet, right? I don't know what to say. I used to actually watch him. I think I was subscribed to him for a little bit, but then some things were just suspect to me about him. You know, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So are you guys well? That's what I'm wondering, man. Are you guys cool, or, you know, how's life for y'all? We're all in different states. I'm glad that you guys even joined me on this, man. This is awesome. I know Some Nothing, who's my Sound Army comrade. You know, he's out near where I live. Yeah, Some Nothing. I don't know how to do it either. It's confusing. It's weird, man. And then I tried to go through my studio YouTube to try to change the picture from my last video, and they wouldn't let me do it. It was weird. I'm like, all right, YouTube is either doing something in my freaking YouTube, or I don't know. By the way, you guys, just to let you know, I was just telling Some Nothing earlier, I have a Black History of Rock YouTube channel. I'm going to start doing videos. I actually have a few on this channel and on my audio music channel, and also on a few other channels that I stopped for some reason doing. But I want to eventually put all of those videos over there. I got to just figure out a faster way to do it. But I have new videos that I'm going to be doing. I got 2 of them up already. And also, if you're on Instagram, I have Black History of Rock on there too. It has its own page. And on Facebook, I have the group Black History of Rock. If you guys are not if you guys are on a Facebook group, add that if you're interested in that. You know, I'm a black rock and roll historian, so that's what I do. Yeah, it is actually. Man, you got good eyes, August. We have basically like a freeway. Yeah, man, we don't have to pay to to get on the damn freeway. Well, we do it through our taxes, but that's another thing. Well, that's why I'm glad you're here, Malcolm. And hey, homegirl, Malcolm, if you need to talk to somebody, you feel like that, dude, hit a brother up. Seriously. You know, I'm praying for my homegirl. She's this model chick that I know, and she's talking about suicide. And oh God, man. I've had friends kill themselves before, man, and that's not cool. So, and she's a sweetheart, man. She's been through a lot. But oh Lord, I pray that she's okay, man. She struggles with depression a lot, and just people are going through it, man. I don't mind being there for people that, like, if you need to talk to somebody, y'all, reach out to me, dude. Even if I'm not there, leave a message and I'll get back to you. Because I don't want nobody to go mental or get hurt. That stuff hurts, man. We care, you know. Yes, Malcolm, you got people that care for you. You know, I know I'm not the only one. You know, but I'm just putting that out there. All of you guys, you know. Even you, August, even though you're like incognito. Cap, you too. Hit a brother up in the comment section, or if you're on Facebook, hit me up. I'm on there. Or Odd Rocker on Instagram. I'm Odd Rocker 1. Yeah, I don't like Joe Rogan at all. I don't. He's a pigot. He's a suspect pigot. Oh man, my battery's running out. Crap. Shoot, my battery is running out, y'all. Oh man, I might need to be rolling anyways, because I gotta eat and take this medication before I do my little rounds too. So yeah, I don't like him, dude. I'm not too fond of him. We all need to make a database of all entertainers that are on the same page as that devil. Not cool. Well, Malcolm, sometimes you just need to talk to people, you know, and sometimes it helps, you know, like this. I know it's virtual, but this is a cool thing too. Which I know I'm sorry, you guys, I haven't done too many live streams. Like, I've been kind of going through some stuff myself, like kind of personal stuff, as well as employment stuff, as well as, you know, just trying to rock, you know, and get myself together. But, you know, I appreciate you guys coming out, because I'll be honest, sometimes I feel alone on here. You know, like, I'm not a part of the YouTube crowd on here. Not even like, as much as I dig like a lot of YouTubers, I can't say that, like, I don't feel like a part of anything. I'm kind of a dude on my own, you know. Everybody's kind of like, they got their own thing going, you know, and I guess I'm not really a part of that, even though I'm, you know, like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't feel like I'm a part of anything, to be honest. On here, at least, you know, like, and it's a trip, man. My students just got written up on. It's so cool because of our programs that we usually do at the park, and they're missing like the programs, and it's been weird because I haven't been able to really play drums or anything like that for like a few months. So I'm like, I have all this extra angst, man, you know. Yeah, August, I need to invest in one of those. I need to get one of those. Yeah, Aaron Collins actually has a YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys knew that. He has a page. Me and him were supposed to do something together. Also, I was trying to get something on Carrie's series too. I don't know if she says that she's down to do it. You know, she's a black goth chick that kind of, I did a video on her that got beat, you know, she got beat up. But lately, you know, she's been kind of like, it's been messed up because people have been giving her flack because she's biracial, but she identifies as black. People are telling her that she's not, and I don't agree with that either. I think that's not fair if a person identifies as that. I mean, shoot, this girl is getting harassed based on her race and her subculture. So yeah, you know, it's like, we thought about, I'm gonna see like when she wants to do a joint video on that, whether she wants to do it on here or on another website or whatever. But yeah, Carrie Series, man, really cool person. Plays the bass like her bass brother me. Yeah, Malcolm, you know, I gotta check in on you guys because I know this whole COVID thing's a trip, yo. So yeah, you know, like I don't want you to feel like, it's funny because Malcolm, nobody, I'm glad that you even mentioned that, because a lot of us wouldn't know, because you seem so like independent and strong, and just like the way that you don't seem like you have like any issues like that. So it's, thank you for even letting us know, you know, like it's just, you know, we care, you know, enough to have you cool, you know. Yeah. Oh, so are you on Facebook with him, Cap? Dude, if you're on Facebook, you need to add me. If you're online with Aaron, yeah, hit him up, brother. He would definitely need that right now, man. I know he's hurting. I know how it feels. Dude, I lost my dad last year, and I recently have been crying over him a lot. Like, it's just been, that's a hard thing, man. And, you know, I lost my cousin. I lost a bunch of people in the last 5 years, bro. My cousin, my brother-in-law, my aunts. No, 2 cousins at that. You know, like, that's heavy, man. Thank you, August. It's so funny that I kind of catch you on some live streams too. You're like, I'm like, there's August. I think I caught you on whose live stream was I on? Was it Angel's or Jason's? This was like a few months ago. Thank you. Yeah, I call this the audio lounge because you guys feel like you guys can kick back, you know. I mean, I've heard that said that it's more relaxing. No drama. Yeah, I like that too. Less is more to me, man. I'm glad that we have this you know, like this vibe. Xander's gonna be pissed. Cottrell, yeah, I think Cottrell's my friend on Facebook too. There's a few people that you know, they friended me up from here. Oh man. Oh man, August, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Both of your parents? Oh my Lord have mercy. That's a heavy thing, man. Oh, that's heavy. Oh man, yeah, that's tears, man. Yeah, I love my mom. And I miss my father, you know. Yeah. All right, some nothing. Hopefully we'll be seeing each other, you know. We're still all Sound Army, no matter whether we're apart or together, brother. You know. Some of the brothers, they meet at the beach twice a month and they jam out. I went to visit them once. It was after, but to be honest, I really don't want to go out and kick it with anyone like that. I just wanted to say hi to them. You know, I wasn't even going to stay long. and they wrote that article on him. I barely missed them. I didn't even really. I only saw a few of them, and I saw the other guys leaving. Yeah, that's heavy, man. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry, August. Hey, I hope this is not a personal question. Do any of you guys have any children? Not to say that I mean, like, I'm just curious. I don't have any kids. I'm not even married. I did have a girlfriend, actually, believe it or not, at one point. She broke my heart. Trying to stay away from her as much as possible, though, because of just, that was too much, man. I never want to go through that again. That was just not cool, you know, ever again. But yeah, I don't, there's Cottrell. I was just talking about you. Brother, what's up? I was just talking about you, man. I was like, yeah, what's up, brother, man? Wow. So we all don't have kids? Cap, do you have any little ones, man? Or whether they're little or not? I have just my students and just, family, family cousins and whatever. Cousins, nieces, and nephews. Cousins, nieces, and nephew, blah, blah, blah. And students. That's so funny, man. I was just talking about you. I'm like, yeah, man. I thought we added each other on Facebook, right? I think so. Are you on Instagram, Cottrell? I thought I'd added you. Maybe I'm getting you mixed up with another brother. I'm so sorry. You know what? Actually, no, there's Xander. I forgot the other brother's name that I added. And I always get you mixed up with him, Cottrell. He's another brother. And I used to get him mixed up with Xander name-wise. But I forgot that brother's name. Dang, I'm so bad with names these days. Man, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I'm on Facebook under Orlando Greenhill. That's my name. That's my real name. For all y'all that didn't know. Orlando Greenhill. Someone thought my name was fake. I'm like, alright, you can think that. Do you guys ever watch Marwan Tomodachi? That guy be having me rolling, dude. Mind over matter. Brother Marwan Tomodachi. You never heard of that dude? He's another YouTuber, Marwan Tomodachi. He was doing stuff on that one rapper that created a cult group. He did a bunch of videos on. No? Oh man, he's a trip. I wonder. I think he's still doing something on that. Yeah, that Nature Boy dude or whatever. That guy created a cult group, man, and Marwan's been like just following him for like years, documenting on that dude. Yeah, he's Marwan. Like I said, most of what I now know about Nature Boy, I haven't checked in Marwan stuff in months, but like, yeah, dude, Marwan's been going in, man. Like he just like talked. I'm wondering if he's still talking about that dude. But he followed him for years just about stuff that he's doing. That dude created a freaking cult group, man. I'm like, that dude's on one, dude. Like, not a good one either. Yeah, Marwan Tomodachi pretty much does what we do. We like vlogging, but when he caught on that Nature Boy dude, like, I'm like, dude, like most of his videos are on that cat. But he had me dying laughing talking about, because people were kind of tripping off of his name. He's like, yeah, man, people probably think that I'm like, he mentioned like mind, because he uses the name Mind Over Matter. I think that's what his name, that's what he goes by on here as well. And he's like, yeah, man, you know, people probably like, yeah, man, I could walk through fire, mind over matter, nigga. Like, he kept saying that. He's like, man, I'm not saying that, but hey, the way he explained it had me cracking up, man. I'm like, okay. He's like an old school hip hop head too. Like, he knows a lot of those New York hip hop dudes. Man, you know who else I used to watch that I actually hadn't, and then I watched one of it, Carcino for Life. That dude be having me rolling. He's like the hip hop storyteller, dude. Like, I got one of my Sound Army dudes watching that dude, man. Talking about hip hop beefs and everything. Man. Well, shoot, you guys, don't kill me. I gotta get my roll-on like deodorant, man. I gotta get to the house and take care of business, and then go out and do a few runs. It's so cool to see you guys, man. Seriously, yo. Like, if you guys want to add me on Facebook, my real name is Orlando Greenhill. A lot of people don't know that. Also, I go by Odd Rocker 1. That's where the audio comes from, is my b-boy name. I'm a popper and b-boy, but it goes by the name of Odd Rocker. Odd Rocker 1 on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have my phone on charger, but for some reason my charger is tripping. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's actually on charge, but I gotta get my my battery, what do you call that thing, looked at, or somehow clean it out, because some reason I just changed like the volt in it, the charge or whatever you call that thing. So I don't know. I'm on Twitter. Yeah, the thing with Twitter, man, I get annoyed by Twitter sometimes, man. You know, they suspended me because I insulted Candace Owens really bad. I knew I was saying something bad to her. It was vulgar bad. Like, no, I didn't make any sexual comments to her, but I basically called her a hoe. You know, like, because of what she was doing when she was talking crap about Ahmaud Arbery. I made her look like the dirtiest freaking, like, nasty, like, pig, like, just, yeah, they weren't happy. I called, I basically, like, tweeted her and told her what I thought about her, which was not good. It was pretty crass, I ain't gonna lie. Nothing to the point where it's like no, I did not sexually harass her or anything like that. Yeah, I was banned for like probably like I think a week. Yeah, that was wrong what she did, and she, man. So yeah, I'm barely on Twitter, man. Like I'm always like sending yeah, I always like be like like flirting with Amara Allegra, like she's actually gonna see my post. I'm like the billionth dude probably flirting with that chick. But occasionally I'll be on there. I'm not really on there too much. Yeah, mostly on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on Ice Cube's new site, but I'm barely on there. It's just new. I tried to get on Tariq's new thing, but that thing is weird, man. I'm just like, forget that. I can't get on anyway, so I'm like, whatever. Black Junction, I tried to get on that. That did the same thing, so I'm like, alright. Oh well. Nah, I hear you, Malcolm. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna get my roll on like deodorant. Thank you guys. May the Lord bless you all, keep you safe, mind, body, and soul. Peace be still. Besemeab a Jesus Christos. Besemeab, well, Wamen Feskadus, Ahadu Amlak Amin. Salam, Shalom, La Paz, peace. Oh, August, yeah, I'm on Twitter under Odd Rocker. You could follow me. Peace.